Let's talk summer struggles. You've done your glam, you look good, you leave the house feeling super confident. An hour later, you're melting your makeup off. Your sweat is just pushing through and you're just like, I did not just spend all that time trying to look good and I look like a grease ball. Imagine what happens like 4 hours later, right? I've been there. I've done my homework for you guys. Today, I'm showing you my makeup routine for the summertime from oily combination skin that is going to hold you down, lock you in, and set you up for the rest of the day. These are some of my favorite luxury products that I have tried over and over again. I've tested it out on the hottest days. I've tested it out wearing it more than 20 hours. These luxury products cannot be duped. I've tried, trust me. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Hi cuties, welcome back to my channel where we deep dive into everything makeup, beauty, skincare, and wellness. If you want to glow up just a little bit more every single day, you're at the right place. So let's be honest here, your base makeup is only as good as your skin prep. And as a fellow oily girl herself, there were years when I was like, oh no, I don't need a moisturizer because my skin is so oily. Wrong. Because your skin truly does need a nice moisturizer. And the one that I recommend for the summertime that is luxury is a Charlotte Tilbury Magic Water Cream. This moisturizer absolutely makes the skin so hydrated without it looking oily, and the skin just stays hydrated all day long. So your makeup doesn't cake up, the makeup doesn't pill on top. And for my oily cuties, make sure to get the water cream, not the original one. The water version is a bit lighter and it gives a nice silky bouncy base. This truly is a magic water cream. Now, everybody has their own preference on where to start with their face, but in my opinion, you gotta start by framing your face with your brows first. And to be honest, when it comes to brows, I am a drugstore product girly, but on the days I feel like using luxury products, these three are my go-to combo. I first start off using the Joey Healy brow pencil. I love that it has a nice angle, and I just start by drawing a template on where I need to start and end my brows. And don't worry, I know we look a little bit cuckoo right now, but drawing a template and knowing where to fill in makes a huge difference in the way that your brows are shaped. And the reason why I love this Joey Healy pencil is it is incredibly buttery. Like the way the color pigment just lands on my skin, and then I brush these upwards. The other product I like to combo that with is a Joey Healy Luxe Brow Powder in the color Raven. And I use an angled brush, just lightly dip it in. And I use this more to fill in where I have more sparseness. And the reason why I like powders is because it looks way more natural than a pencil sometimes. So areas like this where I don't really have any hair, it just helps fill it in and add thickness, coverage. And then if you need it, a drugstore product I love is the NYX Cosmetic Brow Tint Pen. And this is super fine and it draws the most realistic brow strokes. And I only really use this in the center areas where it's like I almost don't have any hair right here. You want to know what really elevates your brows from this to makeup artist level? Using a little concealer to shape the brows. Put a teensy bit on the back of my hand and use a nice angled brush. Start at the arch, go down, and this is where that cleanup also happens. Go underneath and lightly blend it out. And then I also go above the brows. Now we're officially ready to prime our skin. And honestly, this is another key element to helping you stay oil-free all day long. And let me tell you, Miss Janessa Myricks, she knows what she's doing when it comes to oily skin. To be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of the balm, but this one, 100% yes. There is a bit of a learning curve to this though, but let me tell you how to use it properly. One, do not shake. I know you're tempted. I was like, you don't need to shake this up. You turn it over and it has this like rubbery pressing thing. I basically do maybe 2, maybe 3 drops. And you can see how liquidy that is. When I first tried this, I was like, how is this going to make me not oily? I don't know what magic is in this, what sorcery, but it actually works. And I just lightly apply that on. And I really get all up in the T-zone area. Wherever I get oily, that's where the serum is getting applied. This is the one primer that you'll need. And it honestly works like a dream. especially during the summertime. You don't want too many heavy layers. I love how light this is, and it truly does fight oil throughout the night. Now, if you're like me and deal with dark circles or any hyperpigmentation, you're going to want to grab this little stick. Bobbi Brown Skin Corrector Stick. Bobbi Brown, honestly, is the OG and the creator of skin perfecting, any discoloration, color correcting. I apply this just a teensy bit where I deal with any hyperpigmentation, and that is around the mouth and under the eyes. You don't need to go heavy-handed with this product because it is incredibly creamy and easy to blend out. I'm using the color Dark Peach. And why I think you should still use color corrector even in the summertime, this is going to help you use less concealer. And the less products we use in the hot, humid summer months, the better. This peach tone truly helps even out the skin tone. I don't know about you, but I love to do a beautiful, nice, smoky eye, even in the summertime, especially for a night out. But we want that to last because eyelids, for some reason, I don't even know how it's possible, but they can get really oily and greasy. There's been nights when my makeup is just slid off and I was like, I know I applied eyeshadow. I first start out with a Milk Hydro Grip Eye Primer. It comes in a nice little spoolie like this. For some reason, I don't know, I don't like to apply it directly on the lids. What I do is apply it on my ring finger and kind of apply it like eye cream, but on my upper lids. And now we just have a good sticky base for the eyeshadow to go on top. And there's nothing better than a beautiful neutral palette. Shades by Shan, their eyeshadow palettes are so good. I love that it has mattes and shimmers. I apply my eyeshadow on very, very roughly, kind of freestyle, you know? And the eyeshadow is on, just a nice, sultry, light, smoky eye. I've mentioned these before, but the Armani Eye Tint Liquid eyeshadows are so beautiful. I just apply it right on the lid, and then with an eyeshadow brush, I just blend it out. They're so creamy, but I love this iridescence that this one gives. And with this, I just like to do one eye at a time, so I have enough time to truly blend it out and set the cream shadow in place. This little guy just completely elevates any eyeshadow look, in my opinion. And if you have almond-shaped eyes or eyes that are slightly smaller, the best way to just brighten them up and look bigger is by using a cream-colored or somewhat shimmery eyeliner. This one is a drugstore product from Flower Beauty. It's so creamy. I just like to line my waterline with this. And like, just look at the difference. My eyes just look brighter, more awake when I use this. With the lightest touch, all this color pigment comes off, especially around the waterline. I don't like to press too hard, and that's why I love this one from Flower Beauty. If you've been following me for some time, you know that I am a cat wing eyeliner girl till the day I die. It is my favorite look. Honestly, I think it was the first makeup thing that I ever did, because in my culture, we use kajal, and it's just so embedded in the way I do my makeup, and I love the way my eyes look. Now, this product from Too Faced quickly became my favorite because it is waterproof. The line is so precise, and it is the deepest black that I have tried. And when I tell you, I'm not even a felt tip girl, but this one is so precise that I was like, okay, I can work with this. Look at that line. And a pro tip I have for you is always start on your non-dominant side. I'm right-handed, so it's easier for me to match my right side to my left side any day. So I always start with my left side. Now watch, because I said that, these are not going to match today. Not too shabby. Before you get mad, hear me out. I used to love drugstore mascara. I still do. There's a few that are really, really good. But lately, the luxury market has just won my heart when it comes to mascara. I first go in with the YSL Lash Clash. Adds a ton of volume. And then I go in with the Lancome Flutter Extension. And this wand is so thin. I like to use this because it really, really lengthens and separates the lashes. And I like to use this one on my lower lash line because the wand is a little bit skinnier. This mascara duo is absolutely elite. And your mascara is not going to be running. It's going to hold up and give you the beautiful volume and length that you've always been dreaming of this summer. Moving right along to foundations. Now in the summertime, you want a foundation that is not going to slide off, that isn't going to feel heavy, it's going to look natural, and I have 3 amazing options for you. We've got the OG Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is full coverage. Amazing for oily skin. This is going to help you look matte, give you incredible coverage, and stay on all night long. Now the new Fenty Beauty Soft Lit Foundation is going to give you full coverage, but it's going to give you more of a natural semi-luminous finish. Your skin is just going to look natural, but give you all that coverage that you want. I mentioned these in my best of 2024 video. If you want to see the way this looks on the skin, make sure to check that video out. Now, if you want something a little bit lighter, but still luminous, your skin's looking natural, and a little bit on the lighter weight end, the Armani Luminous Silk. This is a classic foundation for so many reasons. Today, I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I feel like their shade range is honestly one of the best. I start at the center of my face, going in with a stippling motion. Stippling motion is just going to give you a nicer, more full coverage. Don't rub. Don't forget the ears. And my secret sauce is in between major layers like foundation, cream products, powders. I like to go in with a setting spray. This one from Fenty Beauty is amazing. I love how this basically makes the skin look natural again. It really helps blend in the cream products, look more natural on the skin. So I like to use this in between stuff. Now it's time to snatch the face. Let's conceal, sculpt, and blush away. Sometimes one concealer just isn't enough, and I like to do two together. Well, Natasha Denona concealer, I was influenced when Spencer put this on. I was like, all right, we got to try it. If you are a full coverage girl, this one is for you. I don't know if I've tried any concealer that is as full coverage as this one without caking, without drying up. It's creamy, blendable, doesn't dry the eyes out. Amazing. I like to put that just in the corners. And then I go in with my other favorite concealer, the Lancome Ultra Wear, and just do a little bit more there. And then I even like to use this in other parts, just to give more of a sculpted look. Now for contour, Fenty Beauty's matchsticks are some of my favorites. I really, really love how cool the colors are. This one is in the shade Swedish, number 10. In the beginning, I used to just draw this on, which it's not bad, but I found a better technique. Using an angled brush doesn't really matter. I like to take the product onto the brush and I apply the concealer on first and just let it sit while I do my contour. And I prefer the angled brush because it just sits better on the face and it makes it easier to do cheekbone sculpting. Then I go in with a layer, again, of the setting mist. Blend the concealer out. And pro tip, you can kind of put your makeup brush at an angle like this. The key is to put your concealer above this line and to not go below this line. What that is going to help you do is basically snatch and lift your face upward. Now that we've got the base sculpt down, time for some blush. Liquid blush, that is. This blush was in my top 2024 products. It's honestly one of the creamiest blushes that I've used. And you're probably thinking, oh wow, another cream blush that's expensive. No, this one, I don't know what it is about this, but it blends out to the point where it just looks like my skin. I don't feel like the other blushes make the skin look as luminous and realistic as this one. I like to go up to the temples and even a bit on the apples of my cheek. And by now you may know what I'm going to say. Another layer of the setting mist. Because we've officially finished all of the cream products, now we are going to move into setting and baking. If you have oily skin, you should already know the importance of powder. Powders are what is going to make your makeup look flawless if you have greasy, oily skin. Trust me, I've tried so many powders by now. If there's a new powder on the market, I've probably tried it. And it's because I want to make sure that we've got the best one. I will say there are some amazing drugstore powders, but these two luxury powders have stolen my heart. Do one powder, we have to do two. These two are some of the best long-wearing powders for oily skin. Before I did my 31-day concealer hack, I would always go in with a loose powder first. And honestly, I would only use a loose powder, but no. You need two powders and you want to start with the pressed powder first. This is in the shade Sun Soar. This is a soft advanced perfecting powder from NARS. And I go in with a beauty triangle to have a little bit of the excess on. Apply the powder on underneath. Now, the reason why we use a pressed powder first is it just helps seal the cream products in. And honestly, you guys, I use this over the entire face. The finish of that powder is so beautiful and you can see the difference. Now we're going to bake using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. And again, I like to use it with a powder puff. And you want to go in with a heavier hand with this. And don't worry about the excess because we are going to brush it all off. And we're going to let that bake for a minute or two. And I personally prefer the color Ube Birthday Cake. If you have medium brown skin tones, I really feel like this helps tone down the yellows that we have just to make your skin look more neutral toned overall. Then using a fluffy brush, I just go in and dust off the excess. We have officially set with the best. Your skin is going to look matte and flawless. Honestly, it looks like a filter with these two. We're not done with the powder products yet. We want to look bronze and glowy. This bronzer from YSL, All Hours Hyper Bronze. I think it's one of those that gives a beautiful, true bronze look without looking orange or like an Oompa Loompa. Their colors are so pretty. Packaging, gorgeous. And just like that, it looks like you came back from vacation. And no, one cream blush is not enough. We've got to go in with a powder. Duh. This one from NARS, the color Thrill specifically, has me on a chokehold. If you have oily skin type, I think a matte blush is the way to go. You can add shine with a highlighter, but when your blush is matte, I just think it gives a more porcelain skin finish. Like, the color Thrill, honestly, is the best colored blush for brown skin tones. And if you want to add a little bit of shine and definition, the Hourglass Ambient collection is so beautiful. This one's an older package. Going in with a fluffy brush, I just hit the cheek tip and even move it up to the temple here. And it just gives that like really, really natural luminous finish. Compared to super matte, it just looks like your skin came back to life without your whole face looking greasy. I like to put this on the tip of the nose, just the very tippy tip, and a teensy bit on the bridge here to keep it so. A look is truly never complete without a lip combo. My luxury beauty favorite products for the lip lately have been the lip liner from MAC in the color Cork specifically. MAC was truly the OG of lip products, and there's a reason for that. And then I go in with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Riri. This has been a favorite color of mine for so long, and I love the combination of the brown with the mauve pink. And the gloss bombs last so long. They are so glittery, so juicy, and the lips just look poppin'. Like some of the best lip glosses on the luxury market. I talked about how important it is to prime your skin, but it's just as important to set and lock the skin in. And the best way to do that is with a setting mist and then a fixing spray. You've seen me use this throughout the video. We're gonna do one last layer. The setting mist is just going to help blend in all the cream and powder products together, just make your skin look more natural again. And then to really lock down the makeup, you want a fixing spray. This one is used by professional makeup artists, drag queens, because this is basically like hairspray for the face. Your makeup is going to look the same 10 hours later if you use this spray, and it is from Krylon. You can feel this when you first apply it, and it really does feel like you're putting hairspray on. When you see the magic it does to your makeup and the way it makes it last all day and all night long, you're not gonna mind. Key is you want to make sure your eyes are shut. And there you have it. This is my luxury beauty summer makeup routine that is going to hold you down for hours and hours. All of the products that we use today too layer so well together. I feel like sometimes that's half the struggle. Like what makeup and skincare products actually blend and mesh well? Because there have been times where I'm heavy into the makeup process and then all of a sudden something starts pilling and I'm like, oh, what just happened? These products that I showed you today work so well together. No pilling. No caking, no splotchiness, no matter how oily your skin is. So is luxury makeup worth it? Short answer, yes, but it truly depends on the products that you choose.